Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. Got a couple quick things to go through here before we get into the topic of today's video, and I'm sure the reason all of you will be drinking heavily tonight. Real quick, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you have a happy and safe New Year. Don't drink and drive. It's very expensive, okay? We don't want nobody to end up dead. We don't want nobody getting DWIs or DUIs. Tonight is a very popular night for that. So that's the first thing. Second thing is the Discord link is open. It is now live. You have until tomorrow night at 12 o'clock at night to get into the Discord server. I've already had a couple people come in already. We've gone from, I think, 24 to 36 already since I've made it. I made the link live last night in the community tab on my YouTube page at 2 o'clock in the morning last night. I couldn't sleep, so I did that. And crazy thing also, my pool league was supposed to start tonight, but nobody's going. Nobody did, like, we changed it for Sunday at 2 o'clock because trying to play at the bar I play out of is on New Year's Eve is just, it's not possible. It's that small. And it's also like the most like hoppinest place, I guess you could say, in at least in the area. So there's gonna be a bunch of people there, and trying to play pool there would just be impossible. So I feel like I'm going through withdrawals at this point because I don't think I've played pool in like 3 weeks, and I got a new stick coming, so I'm kind of anxious about shit. So yeah, we got that, and so let's get into the whole Bucks versus Pacers game. That was not a fun time. Let's just call it what it is. I didn't get to see the beginning of this video because I went to see Gladiator 2, which pretty good movie. I liked it. It's not great. I don't think it's better than the original, but for a sequel, it's pretty good. I'd give it like a solid 7 out of 10. You know, like, I don't know if I maybe 7.5. I wouldn't go to 8, but it's not like. Let's put it this way: it's not great, but it's not bad either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not one of those things where you feel like you're gonna waste your money, but it's one of those things where it's like, I wish it was a little bit better. But first half, I didn't get to see, but I did see part of the second half and mostly the fourth quarter. And I'm gonna be honest, man. From what I saw, I was kind of impressed with some guys on our roster, some of the young guys. Jarris Walker looked really good. Ben Mathurin had 25. But it's very hard to win games when your superstar player, or the guy who's making superstar money, doesn't have a good game himself. Tyrese Haliburton put up 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. He shot 3 of 13 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3. Once again, the 3-point shot this year is just not falling for Tyrese Haliburton. He did have a steal and 2 blocks and only 1 turnover, but good thing he decided to start attacking the basket again, because if he didn't, this would have been another game where he posted damn near a fucking donut. So at least Tyrese Haliburton, like, you know, last game, he was really getting to the basket, right? And he started doing that a little more, which I wish he would do more often because it opens up the floor for everybody. Siakam was very good in this game. Honestly, everybody on the team was good this game except for Andrew Nembhard and Tyrese Haliburton. And when both of them are not playing well, you might as well kiss your chances of winning goodbye. Andrew Nembhard had a rare bad shooting night where he shot like 4 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, had no steals, no blocks, had 4 personal fouls, so he did get into some foul trouble. And Haliburton, man, Haliburton is just even Miles Turner had a decent game. Miles Turner, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 of 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, not the end of the world. He had 1 block, 3 personal fouls. You know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But Jarris Walker had 11 points, and Jarris Walker shot 3 of 5 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. I don't even know if that's accurate because he did make a really. I'm pretty sure he made a 3, but McConnell was all right. Toppin wasn't all that great. Thomas Bryant only played 5 minutes, which was kind of shocking to me. So yeah, you know what? I understand Aaron Nesmith is injured, but this was a game that we should have won. We were up by 19 points in the third quarter. Giannis got into foul trouble. Chris Middleton got into foul trouble. And when that happens, you got to take advantage, which they did. The problem is this team doesn't play defense well. They just don't. Somebody posted in the Discord that they need to learn how to play zone defense. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? I don't know why we play zone defense at all. I really don't, because the fact of the matter is it never fucking works. Our rotations are bad. Granted, our rotations this game were better, but this team does not rotate well at all. I would argue they're one of the worst rotating teams in the league when it comes to defense, when it comes to switching, when it comes to leaving guys open, when it comes to picking up the guy driving to the basket. I mean, I get it. Giannis is Giannis, okay? Giannis is average. He's on a fucking tear this year, okay? I have Giannis on my fantasy team, and I'm in last place because I picked Jimmy Butler and a bunch of other guys that simply are injured or don't play. Paul George was a guy I picked who was injured the whole first half, 15 games of the season. But Giannis is having a year that is kind of astounding. He's already impossible to stop at the basket. Jarris Walker did his best. I gotta give the young guy some credit. Last year he spent most of his year in the G League. This year they're kind of just throwing him to the wolves and seeing what's happening. And Jarris Walker is producing. Jarris Walker is slowly progressing and becoming better. But he did all he could against Giannis this game, man. In the fourth quarter, they put Jarris Walker on Giannis, and Giannis just kept hitting him with that post fadeaway mid-range jumper, that little 5 to 8 foot post fade. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Giannis has one of the highest mid-range field goal percentages of anybody in the league this year, which is shocking. Giannis, not routinely known to be a good mid-range shooter, is, I believe, second. I don't quote me on it, but I saw something somewhere where he's right now second in the league, in the entire league, in mid-range field goal percentage. The only person he's behind is DeMar DeRozan, and DeMar DeRozan is the king of mid-range, okay? So, or at least one of the kings of mid-range. Devin Booker's pretty good there. Chris Paul's pretty good there. Even Andrew Nembhard does a lot of his damage from mid-range. But this was inexcusable. Tyrese Haliburton is, I get it. You're not going to play well all the time. But Tyrese Haliburton's at a point, man, where he's just very, very inconsistent. And it kills me because this is a game that I think we could have won. I believe the team is playing better. I think we're playing better defense. I think Obi Toppin has really turned a corner. It sucks that he got injured and is on a minutes restriction now, obviously. He, I think, had a high ankle sprain. The dude, you got to give some credit to Obi Toppin, man. The dude is clearly fucking injured and he's still playing. So we do got to give Obi Toppin some credit. But we're a team that's dealing with injuries. A superstar player that's not really playing like a superstar player. He's playing very, very inconsistent. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. I still believe that, there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Specifically with Tyrese Haliburton. I don't know what that is. I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if team morale is just not where it's supposed to be. We did hear some rumblings and dudes even saying stuff in press conferences that the locker room hasn't been the same. So I don't know what's going on. I really don't. You can argue that Rick Carlisle's rotations could be better or his lineups could be better. But this was a game I thought we should have won, especially when you're up by 19 in the third quarter. Granted, there was 6 minutes left in that third quarter, and then they went on a 5-minute stretch where they got outscored 19-3, and that was the end of that shit. But this team struggles to finish games still. It sucks because with this team, it seems like there is no remedy for the problem. It's either Tyrese Haliburton's not playing well, or we just have a stretch where we don't score any fucking baskets, or we don't shoot the three well, or tonight it was free throws. We shot abysmal from the free throw line tonight. I don't know what was in the water in Indy tonight, but free throw wise, boys, we shot horrendously from the free throw line. We shot 63% from the free throw line. We shot 30 free throws and only made 19 of them. The Bucks shot 24 free throws and made 18 of them. And turnovers, we had 16 turnovers. That's not good. That's another thing this team is not good at. They turn the ball over a lot. And I get that, right? Like, this is part of growing pains. I kind of feel like our expectations for this team are a little higher than they should be after last year's Eastern Conference Finals appearance. But at the same token, it's kind of like, the one good thing, like one positive you can take away from this game is the idea that the team looks like they're getting back to like their get out and run play style on offense, which made them like the greatest offense in NBA history last year, where, they would, get a rebound and they're off to the fucking races. It looks like they're getting back to that. But the problem is, like, everything else. We don't have size. We don't play defense. There's really no remedy for what's going on, and I was a big guy who wanted to trade for Dorian Finney-Smith, and then the Lakers traded for him, which was for a trade package that blew my mind. I kind of can't believe that was the asking price on Dorian Finney-Smith, considering how big of an impact that dude makes. But yeah, I'm going to be honest, this team is, I don't know where they're going to be. Like, I wish I could tell you, like, oh yeah, this is going to be a play-in team, or they're going to be a 6 seed, or they're going to be a 3 seed, right? I have absolutely zero idea where this team's going to be at the end of the year. This team has some glaring consistency issues. And from everywhere on the team, whether it's defense, like I said, the star player, or making 3-pointers, or the turnover battle, right? Like this team commits an ass ton of turnovers for no apparent reason. I don't know what the problem is. Something is wrong. That's all I'm saying. Something is wrong, and I feel like Captain fucking Obvious saying that. But something is not right. Something I feel is not right with Tyrese Haliburton. This team is struggling also to close games, but that's historically been a problem with this team. The momentum shift is a real thing. Usually if this team gets off to a hot first half, they have a bad second half, or if they have a bad first half, they get off to a hot second half. It's just, that's the problem with the Pacers, is there's zero consistency. Some nights they come out and they will beat Boston, right? Then there's nights they will come out and they will lose to the Washington Wizards. It's just, that's what separates them from every other team in the league, is that, like, yeah, Boston's consistent. Milwaukee, even with the issues they had to start the season, they're developing somewhat of a consistency, right? Even the Knicks, right? Like, they might not be able to beat good teams, but they consistently beat the bad teams, right? We don't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll come out and beat the number 1 team in the league, and then the next game lose to the worst team in the league. So I don't know what the solution to the problem is, but they need to, like, at least try to figure it out. It looks like they're starting to figure it out. And, like I said, I understand Obi Toppin not being there sucks a lot too. Like, Obi Toppin is one of the best bench players in the league at this point. But I don't know, man. It's a big give and take thing, and they need to be better. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of making videos like this because I feel like a broken record. I feel like we go over the same shit all the time of Tyrese Haliburton not playing well, and then we have games where, like, everybody gets excited. Oh, he's back, including myself. Oh, he's back, and then he plays like shit again. So I don't know, man. You know what? My expectations for this team this year, and it's gonna sound really fucking stupid, but my expectations for this team this year is just to make the second round of the playoffs. Like, if you can make the second round of the playoffs, I'm calling that a win this year. This team is all over the place. We don't know what the deal is going to be with Miles Turner. I would think he's going to come back, but that's not even a guarantee. He has to enter unrestricted free agency, and with that being a thing, the team could seek to trade him. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had an answer for these things, but I don't. The team's a fucking mess, and that's the best to put it. So tell me what you guys think about this down below in the comment section below. Like helps me out. Subscribe if you guys want to see more on the Fast Break Report. And I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace, guys.